What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live for Geeks and Gamers Daily. I'm sorry, we were a couple minutes late today. We were talking about all the exciting things going on in our lives before the stream, and we just got carried away. I was talking to Jay about how depressing it is that when I usually nearly every morning when I come in to like the back room before we start the stream, Jay's always like, "What's going on, man? How's your morning?" Jay always starts the conversation.
Bro.
And usually I'm like, "It's good." Like my voice sounds terrible. It's like I got a frog in my throat. And it's because the first words that I utter to any other human being nearly every morning are to Jay at about 10:55. I never speak before that. It doesn't matter how early I'm up. It doesn't matter what's going on. I virtually never speak before that moment in time. So Jay gets to hear the morning voice every single day.
And
Which
I
is
was
slightly depressing that Jay's the first person I have any interaction with. First time I use my voice is when I speak to Jay right before we have to do this stream.
and I was like, man, I was a little down yesterday, so I went to Red Lobster to cheer me up. I went to Red Lobster of all places. But enough of that nonsense. Enough of that. Ryan, I need to know what the heck is going on here with Geeks and Gamers. Went to the website. What is this? What is happening on geeksandgamers.com? We have a countdown happening. There's nothing else on the site. All the stuff has been removed. What is going on here? Everyone go see. Is everyone seeing the same thing I'm seeing at geeksandgamers.com?
That's what I saw this morning. And obviously there's a lot of questions. You know, geeksandgamers.com. You go up there. This is it. You're right, Jay. It's just this. It's a countdown. 1 day, 3 hours, 54 minutes, and 38, 37, 36 seconds from now. Something's happening. I mean, it could be a lot of things. It could be Jeremy finally announcing that he's embracing the LGBTQ lifestyle openly. It could be that. It could be that Jeremy just announces Geeks and Gamers is shut down. That would be a relief because it would mean that we wouldn't have to do this stream next week, Jay. There could be a lot of stuff, a lot of potential happenings going on. Blue-Eyed Scorpio, it could be a Zack Snyder interview. That might be it. We might be debuting that.
It could be a brand new intro to the show.
Could be a new intro. Yeah, it could be.
I guess we'll find out in a day.
Happy. The only thing that makes me happy is that there's not some fucking scan-in 199 IDOT like what. I'm glad that that's not part of whatever this countdown thing is, but it's certainly a mystery. Certainly a mystery. Keenan says something awesome with Krista. I'm sure that's the first thing that you went to, but probably fucking not.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to have a calendar.
I'm not sure.
Guess we'll find out tomorrow.
I mean, man, it's a big announcement. That's happening right around, what would you say, 4 Eastern, Jay?
Sure, yeah. Let's say FNT, maybe.
Actually, that would be right around FNT. Actually, it'd be about 3. Isn't it? That'd be about 3 Eastern. Which
I don't know, but I just hope they have fireworks when
now that I think about it, now that we're looking at this, I wonder if the countdown is actually for the right time. We'll see, I suppose. Knowing what I know about what may or may not be happening. Oh, Ben is replacing Jay. Holy shit. I wonder why the countdown's for 3 Eastern. Maybe I don't know what the fuck it is, Jay. Because knowing what I know, I thought that it would probably be around 4 Eastern.
Yeah. Maybe we gotta. Well, I guess we'll see. Someone said the quartering's joining Geeks and Gamers. Yeah, maybe we'll get that coffee brand coffee deal we've been looking for all this time.
Yeah, we've been looking for it forever. I would look
Trump on FNT.
Maybe. I would be pretty happy, pretty stoked to do. Look, Gary's got what's the coffee company that we do on Nerdrotic? I would be down to do a custom coffee, like a super dark espresso roast or something. Make it some meme about killing yourself or whatever. I think that would work for me.
Death in the morning.
You know?
Death come for me, brew.
Yeah. Geek grind coffee.
That's right.
Death in the morning. The dark despair of death in the morning. Something like that.
It might work. It's not, it got a little ring.
And I'd actually use it.
You're not a coffee drinker, though, man.
I am now, Jay. Things have changed.
Really?
Over the past 2 years. Now, I am not going to just sit there and drink like a cup of black. I'm not going to just get like a cup of black coffee from like a fucking gas station or something like a heathen. But I do probably, I don't know, what do I make? Probably like 6 ounces of espresso every morning.
Oh, you go for the heck, man. You going right in, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
With
Have you ever had Cuban coffee?
Yeah, I have. Pretty good. Actually,
Oh.
the thing I use, I'm pretty sure, is like fucking might be like Cuban espresso or some shit. But yeah, I've had Cuban coffee. That's pretty good. Usually, I put a little thing of like caramel macchiato flavored creamer in there, just to touch, just to give it a little something, just a little sweetness. But yeah, coffee so dark it removes your soul, says Chris Turan. Coffee as dark as your soul. Yeah, that would work. That would work.
Man, I have if I have Cuban coffee, I gotta be near a bathroom. That's all. Because it gets it moving.
Gets it moving in the morning.
Yeah.
Just like this show. Keenan Endenu for $2. Would you ever ride in a hot air balloon?
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't need to.
Yes, I have.
It just, I don't know, like, what's the point? Like, give me a helicopter ride or something.
It's pretty views, man. You know, you look down and
I can get the same view from Google Earth.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a long process. You know? Seems like we're wasting a lot of my day.
When I went, it was in Virginia a long time ago. Yeah, it was. It was a full day. They were there like filling up the balloon, and you're like, oh, cool. And it's like, it's gonna be a little while, sir. He's waiting.
Super slowly fucking doing this thing.
And you
gotta
go
have a
up.
couple people chasing it because you don't know where it's gonna go. You have nowhere to
Yeah.
fucking control this. Wherever the wind takes you, son. Like,
It's true.
it's not my thing.
Got it.
Not my thing.
There is a helium balloon at Disney Springs that you could do. It's attached to a cable.
Oh, the one at Disney. I have seen that one. I like that. That would be fine. I know people that have gone up on that. That's whatever. Like it. You just go up there. You take a look around at the parks. That might be a fucking cool thing, and then you just come right back down.
Come right back down.
Wouldn't want to be up there in a storm.
It's helium. It's one of the few helium balloons in our country. At least that's what the sign says.
I don't know. Oculus for $10. Hi, Don, Jay, and Ryan. Do you both have any fun plans for the weekend? What are your favorite horror movies?
All right. Actually, tonight, depending on weather, it looks like we'll be live. Park hopping at Halloween Horror Nights. We've been doing the Thursday runs, you know, if anybody wants to see us out, but it won't be till really late. And so that's not actually over the weekend, but that's probably the funnest thing I'm going to do this week. My favorite horror film, for me, like, I think Alien and Aliens freak the crap out of me, but if we go slasher, it's definitely Friday the 13th.
I'm not a big horror guy in general. I watch a couple around the Halloween time, but
yeah,
not a big horror person. I have nothing fun planned for the weekend. Nobody likes me. I don't like anybody. Don't got anything fun planned.
Gonna watch the Bears?
I mean, I will be watching the Bears on Sunday for sure. You know what? Somebody does like me, apparently. I woke up, Jay. I was talking on my stream last night how I was really excited for the deluxe edition of the Revenge of the Sith novelization that just got released.
Oh, yeah.
And how I hadn't got my copy yet. This shows up.
Nice, man.
This just shows up, dude. And it didn't say who it was from. I don't think that I ordered it and forgot. I'm pretty sure someone sent it to me, but look at that, dude.
That's awesome, man.
Deluxe edition Revenge of the Sith.
What's extra? What's
look at
in
the
there?
side.
Oh, man.
That's and this is how it feels to be Anakin Skywalker forever. It's a line near the end of the novel, obviously, after he's fully Darth Vader and all this shit. So there are a ton of Matthew Stover, who is the author of the Revenge of the Sith novelization. I recommend everybody who's a Star Wars fan in any way, shape, or form to read that book or listen to the audiobook, just because it's so fucking good. But it contains a bunch of notes from Matthew Stover about the feedback he got from George, what George wanted in there, what he didn't want in there, how they worked together, like all of this different stuff. A bunch of notes from Matthew Stover about it, which is really cool. So I'm hyped. Don't know who gave it to me, but I appreciate it.
I share a peel. Oh, go ahead.
Maybe I gifted it to myself on accident. I don't know.
While you were drinking?
Listen,
I gave you something. I gave you pumpkin dude wipes, you know?
I've been putting them to use.
Good.
Put them to use this morning after my coffee.
Good. That's what they're there for. I share a P.O. box with Krista, and the stuff that comes in, you know, after it gets like a little, it probably is a huge mistake on my part. You know, they send me a text. They're like, hey, man, this thing's getting a little full. You need to get down here and get all this stuff. Oh, okay, cool. People send me stuff. It's usually 95% Krista with no name, right? So I don't know what's for her. I'm cracking these things open, right, at my house, and I'm like, what the freak? Like, this can't be for me, right? And some of y'all are weird. Y'all be sending weird stuff to her. It's just like, but she gets it. I'm like, well, they didn't leave a name. That was for you, so I opened it. There you go. Off you go.
Must be nice.
Oh, man, if you've seen some of the stuff, you might want to question that.
I don't know what you guys are sending to Krista. Thomas Larson for $20. Sorry to bring this up, but I won't purchase Battlefield 6. One of the devs made fun of Charlie's death, and if you post anything on Steam, you'll be banned from the community post. What are your guys' opinions? Well, Thomas, that's the first I've heard of somebody officially involved in Battlefield. Now, in terms of EA, I do know that there was a couple people that did. And I think we even covered some of them. I hadn't heard anybody specifically on Battlefield 6, but you know, maybe we'll look into that. I haven't got Battlefield 6. I haven't played Battlefield 6. I respect your decision if that's why you chose not to. It's the first I've heard about it. So, but I appreciate you bringing it up, Thomas. Thank you. Cosmic Thunder for $5. On my way to Orlando from Michigan. Going to be at Halloween Horror Nights next Wednesday. What houses should I prioritize in your opinion?
Friday the 13th, number one.
So Friday the 13th, Five Nights at Freddy's. Even though Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't know if it's like, I don't think it's like the scariest house, but in terms of
set pieces are
the
great.
Animatronics, the set, the theming, it's fucking really good. I like the Spanish Haunting House.
Yes.
The Doll's House to me is
creepy.
Probably the best. Like, remove all the IPs from it and stuff. That is probably the house in which I feel the most uncomfortable throughout the entire house. You know, like to me, that's the scariest house because just between the music, between the the amount of times you'll walk into a room and you won't be able to tell if somebody is a real person or not, if they're like some mannequin or whatever, and you don't know which thing is going to try to jump and scare you, just makes you uncomfortable. That to me is probably the best house. Yeah, those are some good ones.
If you are a wrestling fan, you probably would love the Wyatt House. If you're not and don't know anything about it, if you need to skip one, that could be a skipper. The Terrifier you can get wet. I mean, you get to choose if you go to wet path or dry path. Thanks, Ryan. That one was more gross. Like you walked through a bathroom, it was like crap everywhere. So, but yeah, the ones you're gonna wait for are Friday the 13th and Freddy. Those have always seemed to be like 2 to 3 hour wait times. If you stay there till almost close, like 2 in the morning, you'll be able to knock out some of the other ones in about 30 minutes, 30 minute
Bro,
wait.
express passes are crazy right now. They're sold out for most because there's so few, like because now there's so few Halloween Horror Nights remaining. Express passes are like $300.
Yeah. And if you buy, I think they're not selling them online anymore. So you could still buy them at the gate. And it's like, it's crazy. So they are selling an express pass that kicks in after 11. So if you wait and go really late, you could buy a cheaper one for once around for after 11 on participating nights. So it's a little bit cheaper. And that's not advertised. I don't think that's advertised online either. I think that's when you get up there.
Derek PG Beller for $1. I'm not a big coffee person either, Ryan. In fact, I've been drinking at least one Monster Energy a day for several months now to show people the fear around energy drinks is wildly overblown. There you go. I mean, I've had a lot of Monsters in my day, a lot of Red Bulls, all that stuff. I mean, it's the same as anything else. If you have a fucking energy drink in the morning, you're good. Now, if you fucking drink 10 of them a day, it might not be good for you.
What you doing that with Surge at one point in your life?
Bro, Surge, when I was in Virginia, because I discovered the Surge that the Wawa on my way to work sold Surge. Dude, they were the big cans too. They were like the 16-ounce cans. I was picking up 2 things of Surge a day, right? I was picking up 2 cans of Surge every morning, along with 2 bacon breakfast burritos from Wawa with the hash brown added in there. My life had never been better than
good times, man.
in the moment that I got into work, that I walked into work, sat down my bag from Wawa and just pounded Surge and burritos.
Bro, Ryan, back in the day, did you ever play Dungeons and Dragons?
Not too much.
You weren't a Dungeons and Dragons guy at all?
No, I've played it a handful of times, but
yeah, I had a couple good runs back in there. I won't spend too much time. Did you see what they posted?
I did, yes. In this realm, your story is yours to tell.
I mean,
like, if you're a fucking queer, maybe that's what this tells me. Like, if you're queer as fuck, come play our game. Everyone else, you don't need to be here. Look at the rainbow, like on top of the dragon.
They put the trans flag in these right here. You got old lesbians over here. You got some kind of beast man. They're getting it on. Yeah, you got the rainbow flag at the top over the dragon.
And this is not some fan art thing. I mean, maybe some fan did to do it, but this is the official Dungeons and Dragons account. In this realm, your story is yours to tell.
Holy crap, dude. This used to be like, appreciate John Douglas here, because that's what they used to post, stuff like this. I was talking in my morning stream. I was like, back in the day, way back when, it would, if you played Dungeons and Dragons, people always try to outdo you with the type of dice that they bought. So it was like you'd show up with like the nice, expensive dice, man. Like that. That's how it was. It's like my mom bought me this cheap dice. I think she found out a yard sale, God bless her, for a couple dollars. I mean, it did the trick, but man, people were coming. They're like, I just got a new set of dice today. Look at this 20 side with the gold lettering and all that stuff.
I've got a couple of cool dice sets because I've played a handful of times.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing. The thing about D&D is, yes, you can do whatever you want with your character, right? You can do whatever you want. You can make whatever you want. You can play however you want. However, advertising it to people, what do you think is going to interest more people? Is it going to be badass warrior going toe to toe with a badass looking dragon?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be like a gay pride festival where everybody has fucking AIDS, including the dragon way in the background? This looks so stupid. And you are so limiting the amount of people that this dog shit appeals to. Like the fact that we made this big deal and now they got to have people. Oh, look, you can have wheelchairs in it. You can have fucking disabled people in Dungeons and Dragons. It's fucking a fantasy world. Don't you want to escape from all these fucking disabilities and shit? Who wants to play D&D with somebody in a fucking wheelchair? What sense does that make? Why would anyone, when you create your character, guess what I'm going to do with my guy? He's going to have fucking cool powers. He's going to be better at shit than I would be. He's going to be able to fucking use crossbows and like have super high agility and like do all these feats or whatever. I ain't going to make him exactly like me. Why would anyone want to play in a fantasy world exactly like yourself? But that's all these people can think about because guess what? They live in a fucking fantasy land.
Yes.
The transgender woke crowd, they live in a fucking fairy tale that they themselves have concocted. And the only way they can enjoy some other thing is if they get to live out that fantasy land, that fairy tale that's in their heads that has like a 43% chance of not ending well for them, by the way, is if they can play that in every fucking game. And those same freaks are the people that get hired at these companies and then shove this dog shit in there.
Yeah, we're about to fight the 3-headed dragon. Send the wheelchair kid in first. We'll see what kind of damage he's done.
Oh, let's see if that thing's flammable.
Does he get a special extra roll of the 3-sided die?
You're going to end up having the next scene after that happens is going to be the scene from Red Dragon.
Yeah, where he's going. He's on fire rolling down the street. I wonder if they pull up into a new pub, they get the wheelchair parking.
Bro. And I know we got people who are in wheelchairs in the chat and everything. That doesn't make any sense to them either.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for them, but it doesn't make any sense for them either.
Wild times, man.
And I see Wicked Virtue in the chat. I think she rated us. What's up, Wicked?
Shout out, Wicked.
What a great time for you to come in.
Indeed.
Keenan, ever went snowboarding or want to? No.
I've been skiing.
I've been skiing once. I've been cross-country skiing a couple times.
I never did that.
But never snowboarding.
I went skiing on the bunny slope one time, like the beginner hill.
Yeah, I never really got the hang of it.
I had a massive crash, dude.
Yeah,
I had a massive crash so bad, I think I broke my ski, my rental.
You ever been ice skating, Jay?
Yeah, it's awful. You don't ever want to see that. This is me ice skating with my hands on the wall. All right. Now they make these walkers now that you can get. They didn't have when I was a kid. They had these giant things you could have and just kind of scoot across the ice like you're on a walker.
Yeah, yeah. I can manage. I can get around. Mostly not fall down, but I'm not very good at it. And my fucking ankles hurt so badly.
Yeah, my
so badly like, anytime I go.
Get back in your Crocs. Come on.
Steve Fitch, countdown to G&G, combining G&G, Nerdrotic, and others into one network. Good guess, but you know, you'll see in 3 p.m. Eastern, I guess. And then you sent that twice, Steve, so I'll say it twice. Countdown to G&G, combining G&G, Nerdrotic, and others into one network. Legendary Scrub. I think Legendary Scrub is like channeling Keenan energy. What's your favorite color?
My
Probably
favorite
red.
color.
Probably
Red.
red or something gay
I was
like
about
that.
to say I like red.
Every man that you ask that is going to tell you red or blue, because if you say anything else, it's pretty fucking gay. Don't you think?
I agree.
Correct. Keenan for 2. Ever drove a speedboat? Yeah. Never owned one, but I've driven them. Yeah.
I don't think anybody will let me drive their boat.
Snacks for $2. Ryan's Liquid Death Wish coffee.
That's right. Available in a can.
That is a good idea.
Get that thing in a can, baby.
Legendary Scrub for 2. Which month is your favorite? November. November's my favorite month.
That's a good question, actually. I don't know. I don't want to say August. It's too hot.
November's my favorite. Starts to cool down. And obviously, when I used to live in a normal place that actually had seasons, like you're in the middle of fall, you're in the middle of the leaves changing and stuff. You're about to start to get maybe some snow creep in. Thanksgiving, my birthday's in November. Like in the heart of football season. The Christmas season is like coming right around the corner. So you get to decorate for Christmas right after Thanksgiving. Like November is my favorite month of the year.
Might be December because of Christmas, yeah.
GJJ, member for 36 months. Thanks, GJJ. Ministry of Wrong Thing for 5. Ryan, is it true Michael Morales had sticky fingers even before becoming Spider-Man? I do believe it's true that Miles Morales had sticky fingers. It's one of the reasons he became Spider-Man. Jesus, countdown better be big fucking news. I hope so. Darth Manic for $5. Probably not, but do you guys coordinate your patriotic gear today? Badass either way, respect. No. That's one of Jay's shirts. And I probably own like 100 fucking shirts from a company called Patriot Crew. This just so happens to have the 1776, but almost every shirt you see me wearing is that in some way. It's usually got that on the side. So Jay's got his 9-line stuff on, which Jay almost always has 9-line stuff on anyway.
Yeah.
Jake the Movie Geek for $10. My complaint about a book is how quickly Anakin starts turning against Obi-Wan compared to the movie. I think Anakin starts turning against Obi-Wan when they're back on Coruscant. That's way too quick. I actually completely disagree with every premise of what you said, Jake. But one of the common complaints about the movie is how quickly Anakin turns. And you say he's turning against Obi-Wan. They're showing you some of the frustration that Anakin has when it comes to everything that's going on, when it comes to his relationship with Padme, when it comes to the Jedi Order, when it comes to the way that Obi-Wan still treats him like a Padawan in his mind when he shouldn't be treated that way. It's all these frustrations that Anakin has that are kind of coalescing into one thing, and Palpatine knows which buttons to push within every one of his relationships to get the worst reaction out of him. And I think the book does an incredible job of showing you Anakin's inner thoughts and how he's being manipulated.
The audiobook is awesome.
Madney for 2. I thought you'd like the Bad Dragon, Jay. My bad.
Bad Dragon?
Yeah.
I
don't know. Saying they sent you a dildo.
Oh.
That's what they're saying.
Well, I didn't keep that. I moved it forward.
I thought you were going to say I gave it to Krista, and I was going to say probably not the right answer, Jay. Probably not the right answer. We got to get into Peacemaker. Because I was so excited when this news came out about Peacemaker, Jay, because I've been railing against this second season. I've been shitting on James Gunn for this, and very, very quickly it seems like the tide has turned for James Gunn. And this meme is a great example of that. This is one of my favorite memes that we've seen come out of Peacemaker, certainly. "Are you sure?" says James Gunn's wife as she kisses or fucks everybody in front of him. And James Gunn in the cuck chair while filming says, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." He's ready for it. And we've been talking about kind of the poor reception and how people are kind of sick of this one-trick pony who's now in charge of the DC universe. And it didn't seem like anybody was watching Peacemaker. It never cracked the top 10. Like, it was sitting there in the mid-teens, around 16 in terms of the top streaming shows, which is fairly embarrassing considering they used this promotion from Superman. They put Peacemaker in Superman. They did the premiere of Peacemaker while Superman was still a big talking point. They tried to push it. They tried to tell you a bunch of characters you care about are going to show up. All this shit hasn't worked out very well for them, Jay. James Gunn Peacemaker Season 2 ratings flop hard. Loses nearly 40% of viewers. Who could have possibly seen that coming? And my favorite part of all of this is that you have had so many of these James Gunn cocksuckers and these sweepers for James Gunn that try to pretend like everything is just great and everybody loves everything that he does. They were very quick to point out, hey, Peacemaker Season 2 had 710,000 households watch the premiere of Season 2 compared to only 638,000 for Season 1. Look at the huge interest in it, which is not all that impressive considering they used Superman to piggyback off of to try to push this thing. I hope all those retards are just as loud about how this thing faltered in the second half of this show. Because even though 710,000 people tuned into the premiere, only 435,000 households stuck around to watch the ending. And what's even worse about this, Jay, is when you factor in the drop-off from Season 1 compared to Season 2. Peacemaker Season 2 finale Season 1 finale, 584,000 people watching, compared to the 638,000 that watched the premiere. So that's pretty good retention overall. You know, most of the people, significant amount of the people that watched the first episode stuck around to watch the last episode. Season 2, not so much. It had a massive fucking drop off, right? From 710,000 to 435,000. People are fucking rejecting this show.
Yeah.
And really, they're rejecting James Gunn at the head of the DC universe.
I mean, do you continue with this whole experiment? It's just like Superman. I mean, I know we got Supergirl coming out. What if that thing like bombs to high heaven too? It's like, when do we just say this wasn't it? You know, we tried something and it's not working. The people aren't connecting with it. They don't care anymore. They walk away. It's like, or do they just not? They just let him do his thing and see what happens when it's all said and done. It's like, when does this experiment end? Like, nobody cares. Also, again, lessons not learned from Marvel. When Marvel said, watch these series, it will help with the movies. You got to do your homework, and doing your homework, you know, you will learn. Like, when will they learn that people don't want to do homework? Like, they don't want to connect the dots and now they're saying the Lanterns, is that a series or a movie?
Series. Lanterns is a series.
So now he's saying you got to watch Lanterns to stay connected with his universe. See? Yeah. Good luck.
When now, you know what's really funny too is now James Gunn's catching strays. You've got people that are reporting that James Gunn is the one that recommended a lot of different talent to Kevin Feige. Like when he kind of decided to step back and leave after Guardians, he recommended a lot of talent to them. And obviously that hasn't worked out very well. So he's catching strays because of that. Very quickly, this AstroTurf campaign supporting James Gunn in the DC universe in the midst of all the Superman bullshit that was coming out, very quickly, this has started to fall apart.
Yeah.
It really has. And this is a massive drop-off. Again, you have Season 1 where you retained, 90% of your audience between your premiere and your finale. And now Season 2, despite a tiny bump from all the Superman press, the tiniest of bumps, right, from all the Superman press and all that shit, despite that, you have a massive fucking drop off, a huge drop off, which is
like
just,
people
bro, it's
just
funny, man.
they don't care anymore. They've walked away. You're not entertaining us. And to go from the Superman, it's just weird. Like to go from the Superman movie, which was definitely catered toward a younger audience, to say go watch Peacemaker, which is catered to an adult audience, a lot of nudity and things like that. It's just, it just doesn't make sense. But this is Hollywood we're talking about. Because I know like later on in the show, we're going to talk about another great show that's coming out.
Bro. Shout out to whoever sent me that super chat last night and reminded me of this.
The Kim Kardashians.
That told me there was a Kim Kardashian show that there's a trailer for, and it wasn't like a reality show. It's like an actual show she's doing. Whew. Whoa.
Yeah, I watched that. Oh man, that trailer is rough.
Oh, it's great for us.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, but still. Hey, did you see, this is kind of interesting. Did you see like this kind of, I guess, broke right now while we were live? Maybe it's older news, but I'm just going off, a lot of people are tweeting this, is that Netflix is making a deal with AMC. And so now AMC Theaters is going to be hosting Netflix movies and stuff like that.
So I think that this is mostly, so the reason that this is like the big story, whatever, is because previously AMC has not wanted to do, like, they rejected working with Netflix for K-pop Demon Hunters. Basically because they wanted to kind of send a message. It's like, hey, if you're only going to give us like these crumbs, fuck you. We're not going to work with you. We're like the biggest movie theater chain. We're not going to fucking work with you if you won't bring us more stuff. Right. And so they missed out on K-pop Demon Hunters, which was a pretty, was pretty successful for its like couple days that was in theaters. Well, K-pop Demon Hunters is coming back out in October, like around Halloween
weekend.
Yeah. For Halloween weekend, they're doing another thing. They're doing K-pop Demon Hunters again. So this time AMC is on board and having discussions about potentially doing more stuff. Now, it should be noted that Netflix said no to the Duffer Brothers, who wanted the finale for Stranger Things to be in theaters.
Yeah.
But we also do know that from what we've heard, the Chronicles of Narnia movies that they're making for Netflix, supposedly those will have a small theatrical window. So they're supposed to. And so maybe some things like that here and there. But overall, Netflix will do these tiny little things, but they very much believe in their streaming platform over everything else.
It's not going to, it won't surprise me if that's going to be the new, as far as movie theaters go. Maybe not, next year or the year down the road, but it wouldn't surprise me if we saw, at least in my lifetime, where theaters just release movies for a weekend or just a week, and that's it. And then the rest of it's on streaming service. If they're going to have to change the business model, because the old way is just definitely not working, as we clearly see. And maybe this is like the new model that they're going to try to help save theaters by. I mean, the fact that they're releasing K-pop Demon Hunters again, in theaters in the US and Europe, like this is the second run. It's been on Netflix forever. Not forever, but you know what I mean? Like you could watch it on Netflix at any time. Plus the sing-along is on Netflix. They've already released it to a successful weekend. Now they're going to do it. Now they're going to wait and do it again, just to bring people into the theaters. I mean, who else did? Like The Chosen did that too. Remember The Chosen was releasing over the Easter season. I believe it was Easter, and they were releasing a different section of the final parts of their season into the
They
theaters.
did it in the weeks leading up to Easter.
Right. It was like this weekend you could watch this one, and this one you could watch this one. So, and it was very limited run, but still, like, you just wonder if that's something we've never really seen before, honestly. And if that's how the future of going to the movies is going to be,
I think it will continue, just like just like every form of entertainment we've ever seen, things evolve, right? Things get different. You know, like, look, radio is obviously still around. People still listen to the radio. Is it as prevalent as it was in terms of the percentage of people that listen to the radio every day as it was decades and decades ago? Certainly not. TV came in and TV did a whole different thing, right? So now you have TV and traditional movie going that's going through this same thing where more people are consuming it through streaming services. Like, more people are watching YouTube, I believe. Like, this will be the year that I think more people will consume shit on YouTube than they will on traditional television, right? So you just have these things that evolve, and eventually that was going to happen to theaters. I think they've hastened upon themselves with some of their actions, certainly. I don't think theaters will go away, but much like theaters, like theater actors, plays, and stuff like that, is that as popular or as prevalent, like in terms of the percentage of people that go see entertainment things there as it was 100 years ago? Obviously not, because technology evolved. Theaters will be the same way. It'll just become a little bit more niche eventually. Hey, Ryan, got a bit of a random question. Who would win, Jaina Solo versus Satil Shan? Also, I officially have no faith in Gunn's DC universe. Jaina versus Satil. You know, I think that I would say that once we saw Jaina get a little bit further and progress a little bit further, probably eventually Jaina. But if you're asking Grandmaster level Satil Shan versus, you know, newly minted Jedi Master Jaina Solo, Sword of the Jedi, I might have to go with Satil, but that would be a tough one. That'd be a tough one. Never bet against Jaina, though. Tobias for 10. Dealt with Microsoft's new Xbox dashboard app. Took about an hour for me and Shadow Dragon to figure out how to make it work, but GCA Halo should be smoother now. Gonna stream it again some night. Very cool, Tobias. Very cool. Cosmic Thunder for 2. Excited for the battle of the old man quarterbacks tonight? Hey, dude, Joe Flacco versus Aaron Rodgers. Both of them are 40 fucking years old. I think that is the Thursday night football matchup. I got to get my picks in, as somebody reminded me this morning. Pyromorpheus for $10. 7 Days to Die, a zombie survival video game. Added a page in their EULA. It virtue signals you to be inclusive to LGBT or they'll revoke your license. I decline the EULA. Uninstalled. Fuck the fun pimps. 7 Days to Die. There you go. That's crazy. A lot of games will have you like check a box that says, hey, I promise to not be mean to fucking people and shit. I don't know if it has anything to do, like, if it's something like that or whatever, but Ministry of Wrongthink. That's not a dragon. That's a Fallon? Jimmy Fallon?
No.
Udite for 10.
You know,
since you gave me an excuse to mention, I've been getting into 3D printing and considering getting in a custom dice, but I need to figure out how to see if there's a decent market for it. Well, I mean, there probably was until Dungeons and Dragons became completely gay. So if you put a bunch of trans shit on there, maybe people will buy it now. That's the only audience they got left, Udite. Chupacabra for $2. Hell yeah, Ryan rant. What a morning.
What a morning indeed.
That. Or for 2. That pick is my level 12 warlock. That's sad for you. B Barrett for $2 on Rumble. Trip theme park mascot. Things Jay says to do.
Never said that.
Things Jay says to do.
Never encourage violence in any way.
0. Have you ever helped an old lady cross the street? Would you? Yes. And yes, depending on the lady. Andre for 1,000. What's your favorite day to have diarrhea?
The day that I'm home.
Christian Rocker. Wheelchairs, biggest enemies. Stairs.
We've got to reach the dragon. It's at the top of the castle. Billy, what are you doing? I'm defeated, man. I can't make it up the steps. Ask the wizard to send me up.
Maximus for 199 says, ever motorboated? Yes. We got a lot of Keenan questions now. What's your favorite imitation meat? Says Bebop. I think I've had one of those Impossible burgers before. That might be the only like type of imitation meat I've ever had. It was whatever. Boba Relius for 199. This is a lie, but it's a super chat, so I'll read it. My name is Ryan, and I love Disney Star Wars. Thanks.
The only thing he loves about Disney Star Wars is how much money he's made on YouTube because of it.
It's true. Jay, I heard you're pregnant with Gina's baby. When's the due date?
Next month.
Tobias, seems a bit counterproductive to try to advertise two things at the same time from the same guy that no one really cares about.
Gunn.
Well, I mean, look, the truth is it makes a ton of sense to use a if it was a massive, huge, popular hit to advertise your thing that could be connected to it. And in theory, it would pay off. The problem is it wasn't massively popular. It wasn't a huge hit. It wasn't beloved like so many people tried to claim it was. So this is the end result. Ministry of Wrongthink. Miles, I hate auto carrot. I knew what you meant, Ministry of Wrongthink. Jesus for $5. Ryan, tell Jay big news. You'll be the CEO of Geeks and Gamers headquarters here in Orlando, Florida. Cigar lounge and bar. Small movie theater to watch Star Wars. Hell yeah. I don't think that's what the countdown is, but you never know. Alex McCarthy, it's Thursday, MetaPC, RK Outpost, or Drunk 3PO. Hi, Kira. K-pop Demon Hunters would get me into the theaters. Haven't been since Godzilla -1. So Sony messed up giving it to Netflix instead of a theatrical.
I wonder if it would have done as well in the theaters if it didn't go to streaming first.
I don't think so. I think it would have been bigger in the theaters box office wise because it had like a normal run or whatever. But I don't know if it becomes the kind of phenomenon that it did if it just straight up released in theaters. I really don't. But who knows? Cole Hauser for 2. Ryan, did you see the latest Dooku Palpatine AI video? I don't think I've seen that, Cole Hauser. Excuse me.
Ooh.
Don't get it. Is Diddy gay or bi? And Jay, you hit that?
No.
Bebop for 2. So Ryan is too good for imitation crab meat. I don't like fucking regular crab meat. I don't like
he's not a seafood shit. Not a seafood man.
No. Shy Guy. Have you guys seen Angel Reese walk the Victoria's Secret fashion show? I did. It's a good thing she has something to back up when her career eventually comes to a grinding halt. Heavy D at the movies for $2. You boys ever been in the bush? Australia?
No.
I've never been to Australia, Heavy D. Never been. Logan Johnson for 5. Anything with Kim Kardashian drops IQ levels and melts your brain. Late to the stream, but hope you guys are well and hail to everyone. Hail, Logan. Hope your new job is treating you well, buddy. Hope your new job is treating you well. Let's get to that, shall we, Jay? Let's get to Kim Kardashian because holy shit. I got to find this. Here we go. Jay, somebody sent me a super chat the other day, and I got to be real. I had no idea about this show before they sent me a super chat saying that there's a trailer out there. But apparently, there is a new show. Here's one of the promotional images from that show. So I think you can already tell what this is about to be. It's about boss bitches, baby. It's about girl power. It's about women sticking together. And it stars Kim Kardashian. This is not a reality show. This is an actual like acting role for Kim Kardashian. And the trailer The trailer got a lot of views, which they're excited about. Kim Kardashian remains Hulu's trailer queen as All's Fair becomes Hulu's most watched promo. So this is a Hulu production, Hulu Disney Plus, so a Disney-owned thing. And there's a trailer for it. Now, I don't know how you get 45 million views on something and only rack up 9,000 likes. Maybe it's from like extensions on different websites or people watching it without actually watching it straight on YouTube. Who knows? Apparently 45 million people, only 9.1 thousand likes and only 3,000 dislikes. It feels weird. It feels like people might be watching it, like I said, on an extension on another platform. You know what I mean? Instead of maybe direct from YouTube and give their feedback. But we got to watch this, Jay, because we might have a contender for the worst show, the most cringy shit that we've ever seen of the year. It might happen. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Boy, do I love coming here. Walking down that hallway shaped like a clown cervix. Beef curtains. Black May West. As much as I'd love to continue to exchange pleasant cocktail pleasantries, there is a war to be won.
You better walk.
Oh, Laura. Wow, it's you.
Right this way.
You better walk.
You're the best divorce lawyers in town.
I need you to tell us the whole story.
We got married when I was still an undergrad.
That is not, I know that Kim Kardashian is in this. Just so everyone knows, that is not Caitlyn Jenner. I just want to point that out. You probably recognize her, though.
We were in love. It was all perfect. Except for this one small thing. I trusted him. How did this ever happen to me?
Now, Jay, I don't know if you got the same feeling that I did when I was about this much into the trailer. It seems like this is a show about women, female empowerment, rich, entitled, snobby, catty women who probably have never had to work for fucking anything in their lives and married into a fucking very rich family, married a very rich man. And now something happened because men are evil, awful, terrible pigs. And they're what's wrong with everything.
I got to tell you, I did see a different teaser trailer that was more cringe than what you're showing.
Really?
Mine had Elizabeth Berkley in it.
Get your trailer. We'll watch it after.
All right, I have it ready.
All right.
Because I was like, what? So you didn't see this one. This one has 6.4.
That's from 5 months ago. That's a trailer from 5 months ago.
Yeah, so this was the first one, I guess.
You know what? We'll watch that after this one.
Okay.
Let's finish watching mine and then we'll watch yours.
We'll rate the cringiness.
Woo!
She's not getting.
Okay. Men, they are terrified of women in power. And women besting men in divorce? No.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that, you know, women always get the short end of the stick in divorce, Jay. Always fucking happens every time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
God, I love my job.
I tell my clients every day, you never really know a person. It's just a trap.
Guess who's here with me right now? Jay, say bye-bye to your future ex-wife.
Bye-bye.
See you in court, you poor discarded. Let's light her on fire.
It's showtime, Lee.
Kim Kardashian actually married a white guy. I guess
This is rough.
Interesting.
You are the victim here. And every tear you shed is $100K in your pocket.
Make it rain.
Here there is no safe word. You can't tell us to stop.
You infertile, career-obsessed stand up straight.
Infertile.
And breeze into that room like a storm no one saw coming.
You are not taking so much as a ballpoint pen out of this building.
Enough edging, counselor. Let us come already.
This is listen, if you have a YouTube channel and you want to cover a show, this could be
Bro.
gold for you. This could make you more money than you could possibly. Disparu and Az are drooling and salivating right now as we speak, waiting for this thing to air.
How fucking cringe, dude. The entire thing. We had 30 seconds left. We're almost there.
Love and war. Before you comment on my new appearance, please know that this look is mine. Nothing more than next Halloween's costume, where I will be dressing as a whore lawyer.
You better work.
Now we got to see this because this is the first trailer that came out for it 5 months ago. Before I even knew anything about it, I didn't know anything about it until somebody super chatted me yesterday. So let's watch this one. You say this is worse, huh?
I think maybe not. I don't know. All right, let's just go.
Deep breath.
Deep breath.
Tell us your story.
It's been a lot. I'm sorry.
No. We don't meet with sorry people.
I'm just saying, like, you have Kim Kardashian, who got famous for a special video that went online. And then you have Elizabeth Berkley, who made a wonderful movie called Showgirls. If you haven't seen, fellas, in the same room.
You know what a girl's best friend is? Not diamonds.
Worst lawyer?
Her lawyers. He hurt you. Get mad. Get hot. Get revenge.
What do you ladies think you could possibly hit me with that I haven't seen before?
You're right. Everything we're going to show you today, you should be intimately familiar with.
Oh my God.
And we are done. And the first thing that I'm going to do is file.
It's our own boutique.
Women representing women.
We're not the only ones to suffer abuse. Plenty of women inflict it. Don't they?
Tits up.
That's bitter. Just like all the women who own this joint.
But it is this incessant need for these rich, spoiled fucking sluts to like desperately fucking play victim, like all this shit. And this idea of, look, there are bad dudes out there. There are men who mess up. There are men who are assholes. There are piece of shit men out there. There's also women who mess up. There's piece of shit women out there. There's nightmarish women out there. Both these things can be true, right? This incessant need to blame men at each and every opportunity, every single fucking man. That's how you want to portray this. When relationships fall apart, when things go poorly, whatever. And for women to get revenge by bankrupting these dudes effectively, this is what this series is all about. And it is so fucking disgusting.
That's pretty much the end. It looks at so YouTube gold right there. I'm just letting everybody know. That might even bring me back. I just see a lot of money can be made from people reviewing that show.
That's nuts. Maybe we might have a contender for worst show of the year. A Disney project. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Yeah, who would have thought?
Golden Nuggets for 5. I hurt my back. Do either of you have good mattress recommendations?
These super chats today have been awesome.
I really don't.
I don't either.
I'm not very picky when it comes to mattresses.
I'm pretty cheap, so like usually whatever was there.
I got one of those that like it comes in a cardboard box and you fucking cut it, it like explodes out and expands. You know what I mean, Jay?
Yeah.
I think I got mine from Amazon.
I have one of those too. I think it was called the Cube. I don't know.
Snacks for 2. Kim Kardashian in The Lawyer Maid's Tale. Super Mastermind. I hear Musk turned off cash for posting on X thanks to bots from India farming them. I don't know if that's actually happened yet, but there are people like some X executive or employee said that they think monetization might get turned off because of the fucking problems it's caused. I don't know. Cole Hauser for 2. This show is the Saving Private Ryan for women. Shy Guy for 5. Why is Ryan Murphy writing every new show that comes out lately? Most of it is trash. I don't know. And I did see it. He's producing. I don't know if he wrote it or not. I mean, what has he done? Like American Horror Story. I think he does the monster stuff that comes out on Netflix, right? I think he's part of that new show, that 9/11 Nashville. I don't know.
He's the new kid on the block, I guess.
I don't know all of his shows, to be honest. I'm not sure. Anima Chains. Is this show called Bitchy Rich Hags? Ministry of Wrong Thing for 199. I think Kanye made it out with the most sanity. Not sure about that one, but maybe. Golden Nuggets. That trailer just set feminism back 50 years. Let's get it 50 more. Lance for 5. There's no such thing as a powerful women. All women exist at the dispensation of men. Cole Hauser, you think you're going to hit my Lambo? Riga, please. Too High Strong for 199. The video is just women walking down hallways. Mako Gray for 2. This is giving me Garbage Pail Kids flashbacks. Really? Because of the way all the women look with the work they've had done. Cole Hauser for 2. These women think they're storming Normandy Beach. Mad Frog, repeal the 19th to save America. Darian Murphy for $5. Ryan, there's another trailer for that Kim K show with the actress talking. It's worse. We saw that. Now, that was not like a new one. That was obviously the old one. Because Jay mentioned it before we went live because we knew we were going to talk about it. He's like, I think you watched a different trailer. I'm like, I watched the one that just came out on Hulu's YouTube channel. Turns out that one's from 5 months ago.
And you know, I got shout out to Elizabeth Berkley. I got to hang out with her a few times at these cons. And we had great conversation. Like she was really nice. Kind of had a little stroke there.
I was going to say, probably not the first time you've had a stroke while thinking about Elizabeth Berkley.
She was very, very nice. Her and Gina were like two peas in a pod, and it was really cool. So
Chris B, this looks cringe as fuck, downright misandrist, and I bet women will be going nutso over a show like it's catnip to them. And look, for every woman who's gone through like a terrible fucking divorce, who your husband abused you or like whatever, there's also going to be men with like similar fucking stories about things that have happened to them. And like just because some things happen, bad things happen, and bad people exist, doesn't mean that it's somehow, oh, look at this. This is how everyone is. This is what's real. The evil. A woman's best friend is her lawyer. Fucking get revenge. Bankrupt this person. Bro. These women that fucking slept their way to the top. Like, oh my God, dude. Shit's disgusting. Cole Hauser, this movie ain't releasing if Kamala's elected. Well, it's a series, not a movie. Divorce is a $50 billion industry, says NTR Uncle. Ish like this is why men aren't getting hitched. We aren't scared of women. We don't want to be financially ruined. Boogie's Twisted Tipples for 2. Do you like black Crocs or white Crocs? I don't like Crocs.
I have one of each.
Legendary scrub for 2. What's your preferred way to make ribs?
I've never made ribs in my life.
My favorite way, because it takes almost little time. It's almost like sacrilege. I like making ribs. Takes a fucking while. You got to be patient. It tastes amazing. However, I have an Instapot pressure cooker thing. You can put a slab of ribs in there and put it in there for like, I forget how long, like 40 minutes or something. Fucking take it out, fucking cover it, put everything you want on it, make sure, put it in the oven for a little bit to kind of crisp up the outside. That is some of the most tender shit I've ever had. It is sacrilege to make ribs that way, but it also doesn't take very long, and I don't need a smoker to do it. Jesus for 2. 2 words, prenuptial agreement.
Sometimes they don't even matter.
Jesus Davila with a gifted membership. Thank you, Jesus. Tobias, instead of a normal spooky game, this year I'm thinking of streaming Other Side for Halloween. Not a traditional horror, but an ex-con roguelite featuring amazing monster design. Check out that trailer. Other Side. We'll try to keep it in mind, Tobias. Other Side. Snacks for $2. Law Whores, Revenge of the Sluts. KC Cheeto for $10. Shows like that give us normal women a bad name. I agree. Well, and the intent is to give men a bad name, and the end result is it gives women a bad name. Like for every wild story you have about like a man being the worst partner you could possibly imagine, you're gonna have a story about a woman being fucking batshit crazy, insane, manipulative, whatever. You flip those around, like it's just the way it is. There's bad dudes in the world. There's bad women in the world.
Yes.
It just is what it is. Or for 2. What's your favorite D&D class?
Human.
I like being a rogue. I think class doesn't mean race. Class means like type, you know,
like thief,
like warrior.
Warrior. I like the warrior class.
Legendary scrub. What's your favorite kind of Asian? Chinese.
Like Korean.
If you mean food. If you mean like anything else in terms of sexually attracted to, I don't know. I can't fucking tell them apart, to be honest with you. But food, Chinese. Pee poo poo man for $1. Thank you, pee poo poo man. Over on locals, Ninroku for $1. G&G Overtime was not worth that Kardashian show trailer. I need a drink now. What's your go-to cocktail? Bourbon and Coke. Bourbon and Coke.
Old fashioned. Is that considered a cocktail?
I mean, if you mean like my favorite type of fucking random drink that I will have, yeah. If you mean cocktail, probably an old fashioned. I like whiskey sours too. I like whiskey sours. And I think, Jay, we're all caught up. I had a shit ton of bourbon between the hours of 2 and 2:30 yesterday. Had like 4 or 5 drinks. Just felt like going ham. And then I took a nap on the couch, and then I woke up to do my stream. Usually I don't do that in the middle of the day.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. But what do you got going on today, Jay?
I think Halloween Horror Nights for park hopping, depending on the weather. We'll see how that holds.
Depending on the weather.
But it should be nice, man. It's been cooler out in Florida, so it's pretty good.
It's cooled down a little bit. We're getting highs of 83 instead of 92, you know? Yeah, night's cooling down a little bit, which is good. So, all right. Guys, that's it. We all caught up. We appreciate you guys being here. A lot of random questions. Thanks to Keenan. Everybody really embraced the spirit of Keenan today. You got a lot of strange answers to those questions. So we are signing off. A big countdown happening. We'll be closer to knowing what that countdown will be Well, actually, it won't be any closer because we still won't know what it is, but we will be closer to the time that it runs out by the time we go live tomorrow. So, I'm sure everybody's going to be excited to know what exactly this fucking means. I can't wait either, Jay. I don't even know.
I can't either.
If it is something lame like Jeremy coming out when we already know he's gay already, that's going to be a letdown.
Yeah, just blame Jeremy for any letdown you might have.
That's right. Always. We want all the credit, none of the blame.
Exactly.
All right, guys. That's it for us. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Later.